Residential is something which is very different. It's not behaving the same way as office and retail at all. Different parts of the country are running in different directions. So you have Bombay or the western region, which is very subdued. Sales are almost zero, and that's because of the negative sentiment, high cost of trades, approvals and permissions not coming. Building completion is a challenge. Sometimes labor goes away, sometimes sand goes away, sometimes some other problem. So developers are not able to meet their commitments for various reasons. Some by intention, some by force. Net, from an occupier perspective or home buyer perspective, every project is delayed. And he's saying, you look, all these guys are the same. He can't differentiate the reasons. He just says all of them are the same. They are all not going to deliver. Doesn't matter. Let's wait for the building to finish. Anyways, the prices are not going up. So what can go wrong? I'll buy my apartment unit 1 year later. As a result of which, there are absolutely no sales in Bombay, especially on the high-end side. Economy is still okay, but Bombay is different. If you go to NCR region, it's making a different sound. So Noida is doing extremely well. It's trading at about 3,000, 4,000 rupees. Despite the fact that they've had a land issue with the government, is still the only market for a large part of India which is upwards, north and upwards. So really Punjab, UP, a lot of people from those sort of towns like to buy in NCR region. And that's because they're hoping that their kids who go abroad and study abroad will someday come back, and hopefully they'll settle in Delhi, if not Bangalore and Bombay, and stay closer to home. Because this is all agri-income, this is export income, this is liquor balance, this is Gudka balance. They know their kids are not going to come back and do this business at all. So there's a lot of purchasing that happens in Delhi, and everybody says, you know, Delhi is an investor-led market. But this is not investors who are looking to trade. These are parents who are looking to hoping that their kids will come back and hopefully settle closer to home. So it's not market that reflects or chases the developer when the building is complete. So I've never seen a project in Delhi where Unitech is quoting 3,000 bucks, but the goods are available at 2.5 because investors are doing a short at it. So these are I would assume 80% are people who just lock their homes and wait for something to happen, and if nothing happens, at least the price is going up. So it's a very different market. You go to Calcutta, anyways, the size is very small. They sell about 20,000 units a year. They produce about 40,000 units a year. It's a very sane market, almost government regulated. So every time you build a building, you have to make something for EWS, something for MIG. So it's really very regulated. It's not a free economy, and the prices are not too much. It trades at about 1/4 the Bombay size in terms of value, pretty stable. Gujarat, I guess you guys are very happy. I keep hearing, and I was just talking to ICICI guys, sales are still up, trades are still happening. Unfortunately, the blend of cash versus check is still very high in this region, and a lot of my developer friends from different cities actually sort of shy to come in here. Similarly, largely because of this issue of cash, Bombay market is now matured enough to now move almost towards full check transactions. Likewise in Delhi, DLF Unitech sell all their projects in check. A lot of other developers in Bombay and Bangalore, Chennai are actually moving towards that. So that's one big hindrance that you have in Gujarat.